Hello students, last class we have discussed what is circle, how to obtain the equation of circle with given center and radius, how to obtain that one into standard equation of circle, what is general equation of circle, how to find its center and radius, how to obtain the circle equation from the general second degree equation, that is what are the conditions that general second degree equation becomes a circle, and what is length of x-intercept, like that we have discussed. Now today we will continue the class. In this class consists what is length of y-intercept made by the circle S is equals to 0 and the equation of circle satisfying some given conditions, that is the equation of circle whose center lies on x-axis is what, the equation of circle whose center lies on y-axis is what, the equation of circle which touches x-axis is in the form is what, the equation of circle touches y-axis is what, like that. We have to see some equations of circles satisfying some conditions, and then we see the equation of circle whose ends of diameter are given to you. From that we have to obtain the angle in semicircle is 90 degrees, very important concept, and we see some of the problems related to the above concepts. Okay. This is the theorem. If f square minus c greater than 0, the intercept made on the y-axis by the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 is 2 into root of f square minus c. Already we have proved the length of x-intercept is 2 into root of g square minus c. In the same manner we have to prove this one also. There is nothing difference. Same manner we can prove this one. What is here? We have to find out the length of the y-intercept made by the circle. So circle is given to you. Y-axis intersects this circle S is equals to 0. Then what is the length? That is the theorem here. What is that? 2 into root of f square minus c. See here, this is my circle. S is equals to 0. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. Okay. This is y-axis. It intersects my circle at A and B, say. Now you have to find out this length. Without finding their point of intersections, we can find the length of y-intercept made by my circle S is equals to 0. How to do this one? What is the equation of y-axis? X is equals to 0. We know that. Put x equal to 0 in your equation. What happened? Y square plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation in y. How many roots have it? 2 roots. Clearly these roots are real and distinct because of your points of intersections are real and distinct. That is why if the roots of this equation are y1 comma y2, then immediately the coordinates of A are 0 comma y1 and 0 comma y2. 0 comma y1 and y2. Now tell me what is AB? AB is equals to modulus of y1 minus y2. Am I correct or not? This is the distance between A and B. These 2 points are there. So the distance from A to B is modulus of y1 minus y2. Now what are y1, y2s? y1 and y2s are the roots of this equation. Can you write its sum of the slopes or not? y1 plus y2 is equals to minus b by a. That means what? Minus 2f by 1. This is minus 2f. What is product of roots? y1, y2, that is equals to c by 1. c by 1, that is equals to c. This is sum of roots, this is the product of roots. We use these two things here, we obtain the length of the chord immediately. That is length of y-intercept made by the circle. So how can you write this AB? A is nothing but root of y1 plus y2 whole square minus 4 times of y1 y2. This is mod y1 minus y2. This can be written in this form because a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is 4ab. From that you can write this one. So this is nothing but what? Root of what is y1 plus y2? Minus 2f. Minus 2f whole square means 4f square. Minus what is y1 y2? This is 4. Your y1 y2 is c. Root of 4f square minus c. It is nothing but 2 into root of f square minus c. Am I correct or not? So this is the way to find the length of y-intercept as 2 into root of f square minus c. Length of the y-intercept. Here f square minus c is positive. Otherwise your 2 points of intersections may be coincident or the line completely outside to the circle. That is why they are given condition f square minus c is greater than 0. At that time we have the length of y-intercept is this one. 2 into root of f square minus c. My dear students, if this length is 0, then the length of the chord is 0, it becomes tangent to the circle. I mean, if you slide this line in this manner, we get like this. Your line is moving in this manner. If it touches the circle at this point, then the length of the chord becomes what? 0. At that time, what is the condition? F square is equals to c. When f square is equals to c, we say that the circle touches y-axis. So the line becomes tangent. The condition is what here? F square is equals to c. Already we discussed the condition that the circle touches x-axis is what? G square is equal to c. What is your circle? S equal to 0. S means x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. So length of x-intercept is 2 into root of g square minus c and length of y-intercept is 2 into root of f square minus c. When their lengths are 0, that means their intercepts are 0, we get the condition that they touches the circle. That means what? One is x-axis, other is y-axis. So x-axis touches the circle s equal to 0, the condition is g square equal to c. Touches y-axis, the condition is f square equal to c. So the condition that the circle s equal to 0 touches both the axes is what? G square is equals to f square is equals to c. So this is the theorem. Length of y-intercept is what? 2 into root square minus c. Now let us see. Equation of circle with different conditions. This is my next concept. We are going to find the equation of circles. They are satisfying some conditions. Let us see one by one. This is the condition. The circle whose center lies on y-axis. At that time, what is the equation of circle in the form? Here your circle, what is doing here? The circle whose center lies on x-axis. See here, this is the circle. It's your x-axis. That is the center of the circle. This is your center of the circle. We have to find out the equation of circle. Your circle center lies on what? X-axis. What is the equation of x-axis? Y is equals to 0. Any point on x-axis whose y-coordinate is 0. We know that. So we take the center of this circle as x1 comma 0. x1 comma 0. Suppose its radius is say r units. Now can you write the equation of circle or not? Immediately you can write the equation of circle by the formula x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equals to r square. Here y1 is 0. So I am writing the equation of circle x minus x1 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square means y square. that is equal to r square. This is the equation of circle whose center lies on what? X-axis. I would like to convert this equation into the standard form. So now expanding this one, x square plus y square minus 2x1x plus x1 square minus r square is equals to 0. Am I correct or not? This is the equation when you are expanding the above equation. Now, what is our minus x1? In last class, we defined minus x1 as g to get the standard equation. Now, this becomes what? C. So, the above equation becomes what? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus c is equals to 0. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus c equal to 0. This is the equation of circle in the standard form whose center lies on x-axis. When you are compared to the main standard equation, what is happening here? Here g is there, f is equals to 0. So we conclude from the theorem or the condition, we say that your s is equal to 0 has center lies on x-axis, the condition is f equal to 0. This is the condition I am explaining here. So, your s equal to 0 is in the equation of circle in the standard form whose center lies on x-axis, then immediately we get the condition f is equal to 0. I am saying here. I have to start from center is at x1 comma 0 having radius r. Simply I convert this equation in this form. I observed thus what happened. What happened here? F is equals to 0. So S is equal to 0 whose center lies on x-axis. Immediately we have the condition F is equals to 0. Let us see the another thing. This is the center of circle. The circle whose center on y-axis. Suppose your circle having center on y-axis. In this case, what is its equation? How to convert it into the standard form? What happened in that equation? Okay. This is your circle. This is y-axis. Your center lies on the y-axis. Am I correct or not? This is your circle, S is equal to 0 or whatever it may be. See, it is your circle. Its center lies on what? Y-axis. Now, how to write this equation? We know that any point on y-axis having x coordinate is 0. So, the center of circle is what here? 0 comma y1 say. Its radius is r units say. Center 0 comma y1 with radius r units. So can I write the equation of circle or not? What is that? X minus 0 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equals to r square. This is the circle equation. If you expand this one, we get x square plus y square minus 2y1y plus y1 square minus r square is equals to 0. This is the equation of circle. We know that minus y1 is f and this becomes c. The equation becomes what? X square plus y square plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. This is in the standard form. X square plus y square plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. What happened here? Here x term is missing. That means here g is equals to 0. Your s is equals to 0 is the standard equation of circle whose center lies on y-axis. Then immediately we obtain the condition is g is equals to 0. So s equal to 0 is the circle whose center lies on y-axis. immediately we have the condition G is equals to 0. In previous we have F is equals to 0. In this manner we can check the conditions. Your circle center lies on x-axis is what? If your circle center lies on y-axis is what? Okay, x minus 0 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square equal to r square. Understand? See this one. The circle passing through origin. We are going to see the equation of circle passing through origin is what? Let us see this one. This is your circle. Okay. This is x-axis and y-axis as shown in the figure. What is the point of intersection of both axes? Origin. This is your origin. Okay. Now we have to find out the equation of circle in the form that is passing through origin. Okay. Now I am taking x1 comma y1 is the center of circle having radius r units. This is r, x1 y1 is your center. Okay. Now the distance from here to here is what? R units. Now can you write the equation of circle or not? We can write the equation of circle by x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equal to r square. R square means the distance from here to here. Whole square. That is root of x1 minus 0 whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square. That is x1 square plus y1 square. Square root is cancelled by squaring itself. So this is the equation of circle having center at x1 y1 that is passing through origin. Your radius is what? The distance from origin to the x1 y1. Now by expand this one we get x square plus y square minus 2x1x minus 2y1y is equals to 0. Am I correct or not? x1 square plus y1 square and x1 square plus y1 square gets cancelled. Okay. X square plus y square minus 2x1x minus 2y1y is equals to 0. We know that minus x1 is what? G. Minus y1 is what? F. The equation becomes what? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy is equal to 0. Simply your C is absent. Your constant is absent in this case. Suppose your circle S is equals to 0. That is the standard equation of circle. Passing through origin, immediately your constant value becomes 0. Your C is equals to 0. Okay. So, equation of circle passing through origin is of the form is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy equal to 0. It is in the standard form. When you are compared with the S is equals to 0, the condition is here, C is equals to 0. So, these are the conditions. If your S is equal to 0, whose center lies on x-axis, what happened? Whose center lies on y-axis, what happened? Whose the circle passing through origin is what happened? So, center lies on x-axis, your F is 0. Center lies on y-axis, your G is equals to 0. If it is passing through origin, your constant is 0. No need to guarantee that all the terms x, y constant will be in the equation. Nothing. There is no guarantee. But x square plus y square must and should be there. So, in your equation, sometimes x term may be absent, sometimes y term may be absent, sometimes constant may be absent, sometimes x, y constant may be absent. At the time, what is your equation? X square plus y square is equals to 0. What is its center? Origin, 0, 0. Radius, 0. Just to get the point. That is the point circle having center at origin. This is also a circle I am saying. Right? In this manner, we can discuss the types or the conditions on circles. See this one. The circle touches x-axis. We are going to find the equation of circle in the form touches x-axis. See here, This is your circle. What is the role of the circle here? Touches x-axis. This is x-axis, touches the circle at this point. Okay. Now, suppose its center is at x1 comma y1. Your circle touches x-axis. I am taking its center as at x1 comma y1. Now I am asking one question to you. What is the distance from here to here? What is the distance from here to here? The distance from here to here is simply modulus of y1. Am I correct or not? Distance from point to x-axis is modulus of y coordinate. Distance from point to x-axis is modulus of x coordinate. We know that. So if you take the center of the circle is x1 comma y1, then the distance from here to here is modulus of y1. We have center and radius. Can you write the equation of circle or not? So the equation of circle is x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equals to modulus of y1 whole square. Mod y1 whole square is nothing but y1 square. So this is x1. On expanding this equation, what happened? X square plus y square minus 2x1x minus 2y1y plus x1 square is equal to 0. Am I correct or not? y1 square gets cancelled. We have x square plus y square minus 2x1x minus 2y1y plus x1 square is equals to 0. This is the equation of circle which touches x-axis. Observe this equation. What is this? Minus x1. Minus x1 whole square is nothing but x1 square. Already we discussed some circle S is equals to 0 touches x-axis, we mean g square is equals to c. Is it obtained or not? Yes. So your minus x1 is what? G. Minus x1 is g. Substitute the value here itself. What is your minus y1? F. The equation becomes what? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy x1 square, that is nothing but g square, minus g whole square is nothing but g square. See this one. This is the equation of circle which touches the x-axis. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus g square equals 0. Here g square is equals to c is the condition. Okay. Let us see the next case. The circle touches y-axis. You have to find out the equation of circle touches what? Y-axis. This is your circle. Touches y-axis. In the same manner we can find the equation of circle. Suppose your circle center is at x1 comma y1. Now tell me what is the distance from here to here. The distance from here to here is radius. That becomes what? Modulus of x1. In previous session we have modulus of y1. Here you have modulus of x1. You have the center is x1 comma y1. This is your center. Radius is mod x1. Once if you know the center and radius, you can write the equation. That is what? X minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equals to r square. R square means what here? Mod x1 square, that is nothing but x1 square. On expanding, x square plus y square minus 2x1x minus 2y1y plus y1 square equal to 0. Because x1 square gets cancelled. We know minus x1 is g, minus y1 is f, minus x1 is equals to g, minus y1 is equals to f. The equation becomes what? X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy. What is y1 square? Y1 square is nothing but f square. Minus f whole square or f square is same. Minus f whole square. Minus 1 square is nothing but 1. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus f square equal to 0 is the equation of circle which touches y-axis. See all the things here, what is happening, how the circle equation, how the conditions are varying from one to another. Please clean observe the students. X square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus f square equal to 0 is the equation of circle in the standard form which touches y-axis. Okay. Next one. The circle touches both the axes. Previously we discussed when it is touches x-axis, when it touches y-axis. Now let us see what is the equation of circle touches both the axes. Okay. This is your circle. It touches both the axes, x-axis as well as y-axis. This is y-axis, this is your x-axis, this is your circle touches both the axes. Suppose your center is at x1 comma y1. I am asking one question to you. This is what previously I discussed. This is mod x1. This is what modulus of y1. Can you guess what is the relation between mod x1 and mod y1? Immediately you say that both are same because both are radii. Therefore, for a circle is fixed, the radius is always constant. From the figure itself, we have modulus of x1 is equals to modulus of y1 is equals to radius of your circle. What is our radius of your circle? So you have the center x1 y1 and radius is mod x1 or mod y1, both are say r. So can you write the equation of circle or not? That is x minus r whole square plus y minus r whole square is equals to r square. Your x1 is r, y1 is also r. If I take x1 comma y1 is in the first quadrant, your r is always positive. That is why I am writing in this manner. X minus r whole square, x1 is r, y1 is also your r is r. R is what here? Either mod x1 or mod y1. So x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square equal to r square becomes x minus r whole square plus y minus r whole square is equals to r square. On simplifying, what happened? X square plus y square minus 2rx minus 2ry plus r square equal to 0. 1 r square gets cancelled, plus r square is remaining. This is the equation of circle having radius r units touches both coordinate axes. At that time, your center is what? R comma r. Your center is at r comma r. Radius is simply r. This is always positive, my dears. The center coordinates may be changed by depends upon the quadrant. I am showing this figure in the first quadrant itself only. We have 4 possible circles of same radius touches both the coordinate axis. How many possible circles are there? 4 with same radius with different centers. I will show in this figure. See here, this is the another circle touches both coordinate axis, which is in which quadrant? 4th quadrant. Similarly, this is the another circle which lies in the 3rd quadrant, touches both the coordinate axis. And the same situation, we have the circle touches both coordinate axis having radius same r units in the 2nd quadrant. So how many circles we have? Totally 4 circles having same radius with different centers which are in the different quadrants. Note that if it is r comma r, immediately what are the coordinates of center here? Minus r comma r. Here what? Minus r minus r. Here r comma minus r the corresponding centers of the circle. So these 4 equations may be written as x square plus y square plus or minus 2rx plus or minus 2ry plus r square is equals to 0. Plus r square is equals to 0. See here, I will explain once again. These are the 4 possible cases. Okay, this is in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. All these 4 circles have same radius, but their centers are varying by depends upon the quadrant. Your radius is same. This is r units, r units. If it is in the first quadrant, center is what? R comma r. Same manner, here also distances are same, r and r. But when you are compared to the quadrant, the center becomes what? Minus r comma r. Here the center is minus r comma minus r. This is same. This is r. It is also r. Here the center becomes what? R comma minus r. Both are same. In this manner, can you write the 4 equations or not? Here r comma r is center, radius r, minus r, 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 in the same manner. So the equations are x square plus y square plus or minus 2rx plus or minus 2ry plus r square is equal to 0. When we take both are minus here, your center is in the first quadrant, you will get both minus. When you are getting both plus, your center is in the third quadrant. Here r positive. Radius of circle is always positive. That is why I am writing in this manner. So, can you tell me the equation? X square plus y square minus 2rx plus 2ry, sorry, this is minus 2ry plus r square equal to 0. What is this equation? X square plus y square plus 2rx minus 2ry plus r square equal to 0. What about this one? X square plus y square plus 2rx plus 2ry plus r square equal to 0. What about final? This is x square plus y square minus 2rx plus 2ry plus r square equal to 0. In this manner, we can write the 4 equations having same radius with different centers at the same time that touches both the axes. In this manner, without confusion, you can write the equation of circle which touches the both axes. Suppose your circle having radius 2 units touches both coordinate axes which is in the third quadrant. Suppose they are asking in this manner. This is the circle having radius 2 units touches both the coordinate axes. That means here center is what? Minus 2 comma minus 2. Don't mug up above all these formulas. Just by thinking itself you can draw the figure, you can get the center and radius. What is your center here? Minus 2 comma minus 2. Radius is what? 2 units. That is x plus 2 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square is equals to 2 square. 4 itself. Finish. Just I written the circle equations, how they are happening. So with the, just by guessing or drawing the figure itself, you can write any equation. Suppose your center is in the second quadrant with radius 5 units. What happened? Suppose this is 5 units, say. This is also 5 units. Your center is in which quadrant? Second quadrant. On second quadrant, center is of the form minus 5 comma 5. The distance is 5 units. Here is also 5 units. Distances are always positive, but the coordinates of center may be changed when your position of the center is in change. So this is minus 5 comma 5 is the center, radius is 5. You can write x plus 5 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square is equals to 5 square. That is 25. In this manner, we can write any equation of having radius something with touches both the coordinate axis. Remember, coordinates of center of circle which touches both coordinate axis is always of the form plus or minus r comma plus or minus r. So when you are taking plus, when you are taking minus, by depends upon the quadrant of the, by depends upon the center where it is there, in which quadrant is there. Okay, this is the way to find the equation of circle touches both the axes. Now, let us see the one problem. The equation of circle which touches positive x-axis at a distance 3 units from the origin and making an intercept of length 6 units on y-axis. With the help of the above concepts, let us see the small problem. This is the question. The equation of circle which touches the positive x-axis at a distance 3 units from origin and making an intercept of length 6 units on y-axis. This is your question. So, what are the conditions satisfied by condition? Satisfied by circle? Touches the positive x-axis at a distance 3 units from origin. That is one condition. And making an intercept of 6 units on the y-axis. Okay. Now let us see the diagram. This is x-axis. This is your y-axis. Now, this is your y-axis. This is the origin. This is your circle which touches x-axis and makes an intercept 6 units on y-axis. How to do this one? Without writing all the equations like that, just by diagram itself you are move to solve this question. 60-70% of the problem is obtained from the diagram itself. I already discussed with you. Now, this is the point. What is my point? This point is the point of contact of x-axis and the circle. The distance from here to here is mentioned, that is 3 units. Your circle touches the positive x-axis at a distance 3 units from origin. That is why I mentioned here. And the length of y-intercept is also given to you. This is how much? 6 units. This is 6 units. Okay. Now, once if you know the center and radius, you can write the equation of circle. There are so many methods. Let us equal to 0 be the required equation of circle. Apply the conditions. Length of y-intercept is 6 and substitute 3, 0. We get the answer. But we answer with the help of the diagram itself. How to do this one? Suppose this is the center of circle. Draw 2 perpendiculars like that. Now my question is, what is the distance from here to here? This is also 3 units. Because these two lines are parallel, the distance between any two parallel lines is always same. If it is 3 units, automatically this is also 3 units. Now, these two lengths are equal. Every perpendicular bisector should passing through center of the circle. We know from the 10th class itself. So, this is total length is 6 units. This is 3 units. Automatically this will be 3 units. Am I correct or not? So, the distance from here to here is 3 units. The distance from here to here is also 3 units. What is the angle here? 90 degrees. Now, if you join in this manner, can you get the radius or not from figure itself? What is that? From the right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Your hypotenuse square is nothing but radius square. So, your r is equals to what? Root of side square plus side square. Root of 9 plus 9, that is equals to root of 18, that is equals to 3 root 2. So, if it is r, my question is it r or not? This is also r, that is why this is also 3 root 2. When this is 3 root 2, this length is also 3 root 2. Right? From the figure itself, can I choose the center of the circle or not? Yes, within seconds you can write the center of the circle as 3, 3 root 2. Your job is over. Because you know the center, you know the radius. Once if you know the center and radius, can you circle or not? No need to mug up all those formulas. So by figure itself, once if you know the logic, you can easily write the solution. So what is answer now? X minus 3 whole square plus y minus 3 root 2 whole square is equals to 3 root 2 whole square. This is your answer. Simplification is very easy for you. So logic is you have to identify the radius from the diagram itself. Here the perpendicular bisector should passing through the center of circle. This is the perpendicular bisector. The entire length is 6. I draw the perpendicular bisector that must and should be passing through the center of the circle. So this is 3 units, this is 3 root 2 units from this right angle triangle. This is x distance, this is the y distance. Your center is in the first quadrant. That is why 3 root 2. Is there any another possibility for this? Yes, there exists another circle also. In this manner, you have the another circle. Touches x-axis at a distance 3 units from the origin and makes an intercept 6 units here. There exists another circle. So in this case, you have the center as 3 comma minus 3 root 2. 3 comma minus 3 root 2 is the another possibility of the center of the another circle having radius 3 root 2 same. So what is the another equation of circle? That is x minus 3 whole square plus y minus of minus y plus 3 root 2 whole square is equals to 3 root 2 whole square. In this manner, you just observe the diagram and how to get the radius. You just by looking the diagram itself, you get the radius and also from that you get the center of the circles and form the equation of circle by the formula x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equals to r square. Understand? The question is here, touches x-axis at a distance from origin is 3 units and makes an intercept of length y is 6 units. They are given positive x-axis. That is why I am taking the point is here. If they are mentioned negative x-axis, your circles may be like this. Okay. So by looking the question itself, you think how to draw the figure, what are the possibilities, how to obtain center and radius. Your main intention is how to get center, how to get radius. Then your job is over to find the equation of circle. No need to remember all those formulas. Now let us see one more problem. The equation of circle passing through 1 comma 2 and touches both the axes. See this question. This is the equation of circle you are going to find out. That touches what? Both the coordinate axes. This is one condition. And your circle passing through 1 comma 2. Imagine yourself, the circle is in which quadrant? I am asking to you. The circle is in which quadrant? Because your point 1 comma 2 is in the first quadrant, immediately your entire circle must and should be in the first quadrant. See the diagram. This is your x-axis, y-axis. This is your required circle passing through the point 1 comma 2 as shown in this figure. This is 1 comma 2. Your circle must and should be passing through the point 1 comma 2. At that same time, that touches both the coordinate axes. Listen to me. The circle satisfies this point and touches both coordinate axes. Is it must and should be in the first quadrant or not? Yes. If your circle is in the second quadrant, is it possible to passing through that point? No, not at all. If your circle is in the third quadrant, is it possible to passing through that my point? No. In the same manner, fourth quadrant also. So, for this type of problems, you have observed the point. Where it is? Is it in the first or second or third or fourth quadrants? Now, if it is in first quadrant, then your entire circle must be in the first quadrant. If it is your second quadrant, the circle must and should be entered in the second quadrant. So, from my problem, for this problem, your center is in the first quadrant, the entire circle also is in the first quadrant. Suppose say r comma r is the center of the circle, the distance from here to here is radius. Am I correct or not? Center r comma r both are positive and radius is r. What is the equation of circle with center at r comma r and radius r? X minus r whole square plus y minus r whole square is equals to r square. So many times we discussed it. X square plus y square minus 2rx minus 2ry plus r square equal to 0. This is the equation of circle having radius r units and with center at r comma r, that is in the first quadrant. What is the duty of the circle now? This is passing through my point 1 comma 2. Substitute 1 comma 2. What happened? 1 plus 4 minus 2r minus 4r plus r square is equals to 0. This is nothing but r square minus 6r plus 5 is equals to 0. Can you get the values of r from this quadratic or not? What is that? R square minus 5r minus r plus 5 is equals to 0. Implies r into r minus 5 minus 1 into r minus 5 is equals to 0. Implies, so either r is equals to 1 or r is equal to 5. There exist two possible circles passing through 1 comma 2, touches both coordinate axes. The second circle may be in this manner. That is also touches both coordinate axes passing through 1 comma 2. There exist two circles here. So when r is equal to 1, center is what? 1 comma 1. When r is equal to 5, what is the center? 5 comma 5. Can you write the both equations or not? Yes. What are they? X minus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 square, that is 1. X minus 5 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square is equals to 5 square, that is 25. So my dear students, no need to mug up the formulas. You just identify the logic, what is going here. You draw the figure for the problem and just what you are doing and just write the equation and simplify, you get the equation of the circle. This is the circle. So in this problem, what you have to remember, where the point is there. 1 comma 2 is in the first quadrant. That is why your circle must and should be in the first quadrant. Your center is also in the first quadrant. That is the first thing. After getting this logic, you can do all these things immediately. So how to form the equation of circle is the major concept behind this problem. Okay. Now let us see the next one. A circle of radius 1 unit touches both the coordinate axes. If it rotates completely one time on positive x-axis, then the equation of circle on new position is what? This is the question. A circle of radius 1 unit touches both the coordinate axes. These are the coordinate axes. I will explain one by one. This is your circle. Of radius is how much? 1 unit. Touches both the coordinate axes. This is 1 unit. What they are given? If it rotates completely one time on positive x-axis, it means what? It is rotating on the positive x-axis. That is, this is your circle. It is moving in this manner. One complete rotation on positive x-axis. Is it moving from one place to another place or not? Yes. This is moving like that. So after completion of one rotation, this is the final position of my circle. Now what is the question? The equation of circle on the new position is what? What is the equation of circle in this new position? Can you tell me the distance from here to here? Anyone? What is the distance from here to here? This is the perimeter of the circle or not? This is revolving. This is rotating one time completely. That means the distance from here to here is what? 2 pi r. r is 1 here, 2 pi units. So this length is 2 pi units. When it is rotating one complete rotation, so it moving from here to here, the distance is 2 pi units. The distance from here to here is 2 pi units. Now this is origin. What is the distance from here to here? 1 unit. The distance from here to here is 1 unit. Okay. Now tell me, can you guess the coordinates of the final center or not? Can you guess the coordinates of the center of the required circle or not? Yes, we can easily write the required center. What is the height here? If it is 1 unit, automatically this will be 1. There is no change in the width of the circle or not. So this is moving from here to here. There is no change in the radius of the circle. So the height from here to here, that is radius is 1, doesn't change. Now the distance from here to here is what now? That is 2 pi plus 1 units. The distance from here to here is 2 pi plus 1 units. Right? This is x distance and one is the y distance. Can you write the coordinates of this point or not? The distance from here to here is x, the distance from here to here is y, the coordinates of that point are x comma y. Clearly your point is in the first quadrant, both will be positive. So center of the circle is taken as 2 pi plus 1 comma 1. The center of the circle is 2 pi plus 1 comma 1. What is the radius? 1 unit. Understand or not? This is rotated completely one time, then the circle becomes here to here. This is rotating in this manner, like that. At that time, your center is here. The distance from here to here is 1 plus 2 pi, not 2 pi. This is the point of contact. The distance from here to here is 1 unit. So 1 plus 2 pi is the x distance and y distance is 1 unit. You can write the center as 2 pi comma 1. Your radius is 1. So what is your center? 2 pi plus 1 comma 1. Radius is 1. So what is my circle equation? X minus of 2 pi plus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square is equals to r square. R means 1 here, that is 1 square. In this manner, we can write the equation of circle. So it touches the x-axis and it rotates, y-axis also, it rotates one complete rotation, and you have to find out the final position of the circle. We have to find out the equation of circle in its final position. That means after rotation of one time, you are going to find the equation of circle in this manner. What is the center here? 2 pi plus 1 comma 1 and radius is 1 unit. There is no change in the radius of circle. It moves from one place to another place. Understand? Okay.